In our last video, we discussed that when it comes to building our future, the Lord will bless us, give us the insight, strengthen us, but we do the work, and that includes the millennium. In this video, we're going to talk about a few of the temporal things that we take with us beyond the veil and into the millennium. They say you can't take it with you, meaning when you die, you don't take your temporal possessions with you. Well, what if you can? I mean, seriously, what if you can? The Self-Reliance will is the temporal portion of the gospel. So let's look at it and see what does cross the veil. Let's first reference D&C 130:19, where it says, "And if a person gains more knowledge and intelligence in this life through his diligence and obedience than another, he will have so much the advantage in the world to come." Okay, so in each of these categories, we're going to list some characteristics, and we're going to look beyond the tangibles. Now, all 12 categories offer knowledge and experience, and through that we develop our habits and character. And per the scripture we just read, we know those go with us. Where we were born having forgotten all, this time the knowledge carries over. 5 categories have social relationships, meaning in managing our temporal affairs, we interact with others, whether it be family or friends. And those relationships have the potential of coming with us too through the sealing powers in the temple. Only 3 of these categories have material things attached to them, such as emergency supplies, our money, and the things that it buys, and our careers. Now, if we wanted to show what crosses the veil, and we wanted to illustrate this in a mathematical expression, we would do so by assigning a value to it. And just to keep it simple, we'll assign a value of 1 for each of these items, which gives us a total of 20 possible. And looking at each of them, we can see that 17 of these items cross the veil. If we list it out like this, we can show that 85% crosses the veil. Of course, this is based on a value of 1. If you change that, it would change the percentage. You could easily add the value of 2 to knowledge and experience, because those are 2 things. It's possible to gather knowledge but have no experience. And so if we went back to our list and updated that, it now gives us a total of 90.6% that crosses the veil. The bottom line is that more crosses the veil than we think when it comes to our temporal issues. And what's also interesting is it shows that the material items represent only a small portion of all of this, which is only 10 to 15%. So why is all this brought up? Basically to say it's worth our time to learn all of these principles, including the self-reliant principles. Regardless of where we are in life, in age or accomplishment, it's worth your time to always learn. If we have to build our future there, in the millennium, just like we have to build it here, in mortality, and if it's these principles that will be the rules of operation in the millennium and beyond, and if indeed we get to take whatever knowledge and experience we accumulate here, there, then the more we accumulate here, the better our starting point will be. Brad Wilcox said something interesting. He said, "We're not trying to earn heaven, we are trying to learn heaven." What a very cool way to say it. The principles that will be used in the millennium and beyond are the very same principles that we are being taught here. And we're just trying to learn them, see if it's something we want to do, and if so, get good at using them. Because these are the principles of eternal success. If done right, we are added upon and added upon. And these are the principles that will help us build our kingdoms and principalities in the eternities. Our next video will talk about the stake website where these principles can be found and how to navigate it. You can find the link to that video as well as links to the other videos about this and our stake website in the description below.